I mean, I would imagine the best thing to do would be to make sure you have enough food and water for a few weeks, couple weeks.
And just give people the information that you need based on evidence and hard facts.
Hey, it's Scott here. Little different episode here today, as everybody in the country is experiencing the coronavirus scare. Not exactly sure what's going on here, but it seems to definitely seems to be escalating and becoming a pretty large ordeal, spanning across the entire globe. But it was just reported in our home state that all grade schools, or basically all schools within the entire state, have been closed down. So a lot of frantic people roaming around, gathering supplies. Of course, everybody knows about the toilet paper shortage. A lot going down here in our state. Yeah, just a lot of uncertainty. I think it's really strange. In all my years on planet Earth, I've never seen anything like this. I think the last time I can remember such a widespread frenzy amongst the people would be 9/11. Doing the best we can to keep ourselves, our hygiene up to snuff, keeping our hands washed and not touching our face, and making sure we're not walking through the house with shoes on, and disinfecting everything. But now, since the governor of our state just announced that they've closed down all schools, I think it's pretty safe to say there's going to be a mad dash to get to the grocery stores and basically make sure you at least have a couple weeks of food in the house. And it's the middle of the month, so it was our time to go grocery shopping anyway. I can really tell people are utilizing social distancing based on the coronavirus warnings. But anyways, just wanted to come to you in this episode to kind of just show you around what we're seeing out and about in public, and I'm not trying to add any hysteria to the to what's going on right now, but just kind of give you a window into what it looks like in our home state of South Carolina here. But yeah, come along with us and take a look. We're gonna go grocery shopping, and I don't know where else we'll be going. We might just be going straight back home, which is probably the best thing to do. But we'll give you a little window into what's happening here in South Carolina. It's good to be lighthearted amongst, stressful situations or emergency situations, but it's definitely a serious thing happening here, something I've never seen in all my years. But our first stop today is going to be none other than Aldi food store.
You don't want to alarm people, but given the spread we've seen, anything is possible, and that's the reason why we've got to be prepared.
I would imagine the best thing to do would be to make sure you have enough food and water for a few weeks, couple weeks. I could definitely see where toilet paper would be a concern, and you definitely want to have that. Of course, for some reason, everybody's been out clearing the shelves of toilet paper, but you definitely want to have your bathroom supplies. If you wear contact lenses, I wear contact lenses, so definitely make sure you have plenty of saline solution and don't change your contacts in public. But anyways, it's important not to overreact, but it's almost like everything is affected. Every industry, every business, everything. It's gonna be interesting to see how the everyday human and just our government reacts to such a, I guess we're calling it a crisis, right? This is semi a crisis. And the weird thing is it's an unseen crisis. It's something you can't see, and you don't know who could potentially be carrying it. But it's the situation we're in. We're here at the grocery store. We arrived at Aldi. We're gonna go in here and get our first leg of our groceries for the next couple weeks. Not to over prepare or hoard, but to just make sure in the house we've got food and bathroom supplies and things we need for the next 2 to 3 weeks. All right, here we go. See what we can find. Definitely looks like we have a shortage in bread. Vegetables and fruit are looking a little low too. Sir, isn't this better for like sickness right here? Red onion? Definitely a serious shortage in the produce aisle here. And they have some things, but not nearly as many as they typically do. And Sarah's gonna get the final bottle of $1 ketchup. The Berman's $1 ketchup. That would have been a rough 2 weeks to go without ketchup. And there's nothing like Berman's. They've still got milk, but there's no, this is usually where their eggs are, and there's no eggs. But they do have a few gallons of milk, but a 2 units per customer limit. You know, stay true to the limit they tell you to get. So 2 per customer for the milk here at Aldi. Check this out. Almost no meat. They do have a few chuck tender fillets here. And this is something that you don't see a lot when you come to Aldi. They've got pretty bare freezer racks here. Unless you're looking for ham, which we don't eat ham. Not too shabby on the freezer chest. Looks like everybody's clearing out a lot of the meat, so no chicken here. So hopefully the next place has it.
Well, looks like that's the only French one. Should we get 2 of those?
So Sarah went ahead and got us a Rising Crust Mama Cozy's 4-cheese pizza. Probably best to get things that are easier to cook too, because if you're stuck in the house for 2 weeks, you're probably gonna wanna not always cook a 4-course meal and have something you could easily pop in the oven and bake. Are you finding everything you need?
These people, they done gone crazy over this coronavirus mess. I'm 57 years old. Every election year, we always have something, and they always take it to the moon. Their stupidity. I'm sorry to put it that way, it's guys on the street. Don't insult my intelligence, because I've been around long enough to know, and I can see what's going on. I don't need nobody behind some desk on the TV telling me what I need and what it's ridiculous.
Hey, hang in there, man. Hang in there. Yeah, so definitely, you heard it right there. People are hyped up. You got 2 sides of the aisle here. Some people think it's overhyped or overreacted or maybe even politically driven. Others are more, survivor state of mind, and they're going into, gathering supplies and food and making sure their family's got what they need for the unexpected, which, you kind of want to do that if you got a family. And I think everybody probably feels that a little bit, but just like Morrison said, strange days have found us. Yeah, check this out. Due to the increased demand for all canned goods, we can only allow you to purchase 4 at a time per variety. Thank you for understanding. You take for granted certain things, but you can't hoard, and you got to think about other people in times of crisis like this. So see what happens. I don't know if this is a premonition, but limited time, better hurry. Could it be that you do need to put a little thoughtfulness into getting out there and getting food and supplies, water, toilet paper if you can find it, for your family? Something to think about and consider. I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some energy bars or just some zap in the toaster type things like Pop-Tarts for kids at home in times like this. a good Pop-Tart or a toaster strudel, something easy that you can make so you're not constantly having to cook for the kids. So might be something to consider. What is this? How much is this, Sarah? That's $1.29? Wow, that's pretty good. Is that the kind you grind up? Hey, wait a minute. How did this get in here? Sarah is quite the cookie monster. Sneaking in a bag of oatmeal cookies there. Alright, so we pretty much got everything we could while we were here, so we're going to have to go to our second stop, which is going to be Walmart Supercenter, and try to find the rest of our groceries, meat, and other stuff. But we're going to go check out and then head over that way. $45.55 from the crisis funds. Plane looks really low from our vantage point down here.
I know, it's a FedEx plane. It must be like really heavy carrying packages.
All right, so we got our groceries. A lot of empty shelves in there, but we were lucky enough to get a few things. Didn't get any meat, so we're gonna drop by Walmart and try to get some meat to get us by for the next couple weeks so we can limit our outings to the grocery store. But anyways, on our way to Walmart. Let's go.
You should start to distance yourself from the risk.
You know, once you come back from a grocery store and get in the car, definitely go straight to the hand sanitizer.
Crowds, getting on a plane, on a long plane trip, and above all, don't get on a cruise ship. That is a health issue.
And it's surprising they would close, you know, flights and schools now. You know, close down sporting events and entire sporting leagues, and they still haven't closed down like your local gym. The cancellation of school was just announced at 4 p.m. this very day, so we're predicting a lot of people, a lot of parents are going to start rushing to the grocery store. So that's why we wanted to immediately get out and just get our grocery shopping done, but we wanted to make sure we got it done. We almost got hit by a car pulling out, so almost had a tragedy on camera there. But anyways, we just arrived at Walmart. We're gonna go in here and try to get the rest of our groceries. Hopefully we can find them. They do have some empty bins, but it's looking a little better than Aldi. I gotta head back here to the frozen food section and see if they actually have chicken breast here, at least some ground turkey meat. Hopefully we can finish our grocery run and we'll be good for a couple weeks. They do have frozen chicken breast here, so we're not stuck on only eating frozen fish. We are gonna have chicken breast, or at least I'm gonna have chicken breast, so that's a good thing. But Sarah does like to go with the healthier option with, what's the difference in this chicken breast that you get?
There's no antibiotics ever, and there's no like added hormones.
Normally have two options at Walmart. They got the ones that got the additives and the fillers, but Sarah gets the no hormones or no antibiotics, so a little healthier. And they cook a lot better too. If you ever notice, some of the cheaper chicken breasts will be big in the bag, but once you cook it, they shrink down because all the water they inject in it goes out of it once the meat gets hot. So the ones with no hormones or additives stay the actual size they are in their container. So it's something to think about. And we looked out too, and Sarah found some ground turkey meat. So Walmart's pretty stocked. Seems like a normal day at the grocery store. Lots of appetizer stuff. And in case you haven't seen it, and I'm sure you have already, this is what it looks like on a toilet paper aisle. Completely empty, nothing on the shelves, no paper towels, no toilet paper, it's completely empty. And now I was born in the 70s, but around the 70s or 80s, little off story to keep things lighthearted. One of the more popular deodorants in that time was Brute. I think it's still pretty popular today, but something I like to do when I'm at Walmart is find the Brute deodorant spray and give myself a little zap. Ah, smells so good. Too bad it doesn't deflect coronavirus. It could. If you wear contact lenses and you want to save some money, they have a 2-pack of saline solution here at Walmart, and it is 2 bottles for $3.76. I don't see any garbanzo beans up there. Oh, that's... Oh, okay, yeah.
So there's one of those.
A little bit of an issue finding some eggs that aren't cracked. Bread aisle's looking a little light here. If you have pets, it might be good to think about their longevity too. So just in case there's some type of shortage over the next couple weeks, maybe get an extra bag of food or whatever it eats. So looks like the water has been wiped out. Hopefully that gets restocked and restored soon. The grocery lines are semi-long here. Is this one good? Yeah, so the bags at Walmart are a real pain in the rear to open. Should probably make it a little easier to separate them if they're gonna make you bag your own groceries. So that's it. We finished up our shopping at Aldi and Walmart. Aldi didn't have everything we need. Luckily, Walmart did, but feel like we're good for probably about 2 weeks. We're blessed enough to get some groceries, so we're thankful for that. And hopefully you guys have everything you need. I don't know if you have to go to work or what you have to do if you're now at home with the kids because school got canceled in your state. Whatever it is, we wish you the best of luck and hope everyone out there stays safe. And that's gonna do it on this video. Glad you guys tagged along with us, and we'll see you soon on the next one.
You have the evidence, you give it as it is. If you don't have all the evidence, because we're in a dynamic situation, you use your best judgment in recommendations and guidelines, but you must always, always be truthful with the American public.